The floorboards groan like an ancient lawn. I'll swallow the iron that coats my tongue. The shadow stretches its fingers wide across the white paint where I used to hide. The clock is ticking a hollow beat against the soles of my freezing feet. The curtains dance in a draft unseen, a jagged edge in a silver sheen.
I hear the rattle of keys in a lock, a ghost of a heavy and rhythmic knock. The air is thin and it smells of rain, a cooling fever, a familiar stain. The window glass is a blacker mirror, bringing the shape of the silence nearer. I grip the edge of the wooden chair, tangled in knots of a static snare.
The dark is a weight I cannot lift, a tectonic plate beginning to shift. It pulls at the corners of my side and swallows the pulse of the dying light. I am shrinking into the center of the room, waiting for the sky to fall with the boom. The walls are closing their heavy palms, breaking the peace of the midnight song. My breath is a bird in a narrow cage, fluttering wild with a quiet rage. The truth is a mountain I cannot climb, frozen inside of this moment of time. A sudden sound from the garden gate, the heavy swing of a certain fate. I close my eyes but the vision stays, a burning map of 1,000 ways.
My skin is prickling like needles of ice. The cost of a vision is the highest price. I count the numbers to keep my head, tracing the lines of the things unsaid.
The dark is a weight I cannot lift, a tectonic plate beginning to shift. It pulls at the corners of my side and swallows the pulse of the dying light. I am shrinking into the center of the room, waiting for the sky to fall with the boom. The walls are closing their heavy palms, breaking the peace of the midnight songs. My breath is a bird in a narrow cage, fluttering wild with a quiet rage. The truth is a mountain I cannot climb, frozen inside of this moment of time. I am shrinking into the center of the room, waiting for the sky to fall with the boom. The walls are closing their heavy palms, breaking the peace of the midnight songs. My breath is a bird in a narrow cage, fluttering wild with a quiet rage. The truth is a mountain I cannot climb, frozen inside of this moment.